Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave. When we are able to look at the situation from a proper angle, we come to know there are no difficulties, there are no problems. But when we look at the world from the wrong angle, only the problems appear. So what is required is, we have to change our standpoint when we are taking account of our life. So what is the standpoint? Don't look at the world from too close a distance. Don't run away from the world to disappear nowhere. Then live in this very world. But the basic principle should be, we must protect ourselves first. And the first step is, those who become miserable because of others, they are fools of the highest order. We should never become miserable because of others. Then what should we do? We should make others miserable. We should not become miserable. And how to make others miserable? There are many techniques. I'll tell you a good technique. When two persons are there, and one of them is a sleeping giant, he can sleep anywhere. There are some people, they are the descendants of Kumbhakarna. Anytime, anywhere they can sleep. Now such a man gets married to a lady who doesn't get sleep. Because God has created this world for fun, not for seriousness. So, this man, he comes and in no time he goes to sleep and starts snoring. And this Mahamaya, she doesn't get the sleep and she becomes very angry. She will wake him up. Don't snore, why do you snore so loudly? And he is very cool. I am not snoring. And again he goes and continues the leftover. Karr, karr, continues. One such couple came and talked to me in one of the retreats. She said, Swamiji, you tell him he snores a lot, and when I told him not to snore, he very coolly said he is not snoring. You tell him. I said, Mama, I'll take his side. He is right, he is not snoring. Who is he, tell me? He is my husband, what else? Your husband is not there in the deep sleep. In deep sleep, he is not identified with the body, therefore he is not your husband. Then who is snoring? I say, you find out, don't ask me. Why she is so angry? Not because he is sleeping, because she cannot get the sleep and he is sleeping. Exactly the same way. Those who are miserable, they are not miserable because they are miserable. They are miserable. How come they are happy? This frustration has to get out of our system. And this can go only by a proper understanding. See? This thing I learned, I told you the other day. One person asked me this question, Swamiji, who is your guru? This happened on an airport. I was sitting comfortably waiting for my flight's announcement. And one gentleman came and said, can I sit here? I said, how do I know whether you can sit or you cannot sit? See, even the question they ask are wrong. He should ask, may I sit here? Is it not? There's a difference. So, he said, Babaji, what is your name? I said, you told me, Babaji. Then, who is your guru? Second question. So I touch his feet. Maharaj, Guru Maharaj. He got so frustrated. Then he said, "Will you talk straight at least once?" I said, "Look here, when there is a crooked line and if there is a straight line, that crookedness becomes very conspicuous, is it not? So when the line is crooked, there should be another crooked line, it becomes a design. Two crooked lines is a design, is it not? So I am behaving with you as you are." See, friends, don't take life too seriously. And this can happen only when you are at peace. Otherwise, every small little thing is enough to upset your whole day. See? So whenever problems come, fools come in your contact. This is a good example. There is a saying, "It is a folly to be wise among the fools." There were three fools. In Hindi, there are two movies. You can see the height of the gender bias. So, for the ladies, the movie is Teen Deviya. They are goddesses. And for the boys, 3 idiots. So, the moment you understand this principle, don't take life seriously, lightly. Then how to take the life lightly? This is what we have been studying in last 4 or 5 days. Only change your standpoint. Look at the world not from a long distance, not too close. Then protect yourself. And who is the most dangerous one to deal with? Fools. So how to deal with the fools? So there were 3 fools and they were arguing among themselves. One was telling, "This is a snake." The other was telling, "This is a garland." The third was telling, "No, it is a crack in the soil." And they were shouting, arguing. And a wise man like any one of you was crossing. So they called that wise man. "Sir, you tell, who is right?" Now the wise man knew that it is a rope. It is neither the snake, nor the garland, nor the crack in the soil. Because he was wise, he did not say anything. He followed my Mahamantra. He was my disciple. He looked at that person, all the 3 of them, I don't know. This is such a wonderful Mahamantra. You don't have to answer every question in life. If he has to tell, what he will tell? He will tell, the one who is telling it is a snake is wrong. The one who is telling it is a garland is wrong. The one who is telling it is a crack in the soil is wrong. If you will tell all the 3 are wrong, they will unite and kill this fellow. So what he should do? Protect yourself. I don't know. Over. It is very clearly mentioned. Na prashta kasyachit bruyad nacha anyayena cha pruchchataha janan apihi medhavi jadavallokamacharet. If somebody is not inquiring out of sincere inquisitiveness, one should never talk. Jananapi, although knowing well, jadavallokamacharet, become dumb. And this is such a beautiful approach in life. I'll tell you an example. This happened on Johannesburg airport. When I was coming back and checked in my bag, they say, "You have got only 10 kilo weight allowed, you have got 20 and more, pay more." I said, "How can it be 20? He said, "See your ticket. They have shown me I am a half ticket." I said, "Come on, see, I am full. All day, how can it be half?" He said, "We don't believe in you, we will see the ticket." I said, "No, please do something." "I don't know, you cannot." I said, "Then what do? I don't have money." Go to the boss. I went to the boss. Sir, why you have come? I don't know. He told me come. I came. So he saw the things. How come your passport tells you are old, and how they have given you half ticket? No, it's not half, it is full. Therefore, 20 kilo allowed. So 20 kilo he gave, 10 kilo I already had. I got 30 kilos. See, if you act smart, you are gone. Act dumb, you are happy. See, friends, when you change your standpoint in life, there are no problems. Otherwise, you start arguing, how it is possible, it is not my fault, it is your fault, you should have done this thing, you should not. No. Wherever you are, think how you get out of the situation. That's it. Don't try to prove anything right or wrong. See, one lady from Australia probably, she used to write me emails with her and husband problems. And every time she will ask, tell me now who is right. I said, wherever you are, when we meet, we'll talk on this thing. So when we met, I said, look here, you want to solve the problems or you want to complicate the problems? He said, of course I want to solve. Then don't go into who is right, who is wrong. Find out how you can get out of the problem. See, suppose you prove that you are wrong, then you want to kill him or what? Suppose you prove that you are wrong and he was right, you want to hang yourself or what? Think about how you get out of the problem rather than making your life complicated. This is exactly what happened to Arjuna. He was arguing, how can I kill my grandfather and my guru? Arey Maharaj, on the battlefield, there are no relations. Only one relation, enemy versus enemy. See, my friends, when we don't understand this, we get into argumentative spirit. Therefore, here the teacher brings this ultimate thing. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanam cha. And when anything is included in the definition of I, we do not hate it. Simple thing. Anything that is included in the definition of I, we do not hate it. For example, I'll give a dirty example so that you don't forget. Right now, in your large intestine and your bladder, whatever are the contents, think about it. Do you get any hatred or disgust? No. The moment they come out, then watch with great love. Is it possible? So that which is included in the definition of I is not a point of hatred. This is what Bhagavan says, Vedaisya sarvai ahameva vidyaha. Who is this I? And to come to this recognition, we have to rise above the small little things. See? And how do we rise above? The colors and forms, if we have to rise above, come to the eyes. If we have to rise above the words, sounds, come to the ears. If you want to rise above the sense organs, come to the mind. If you want to rise above the mind, come to the consciousness. And then we will come to know. Like for all the colors and forms, eyes are common. For all the sense organs, mind is common. For all the minds, consciousness is common. Vedaisya sarvai ahameva vidya. But we get lost in small little things. And therefore, we make our life complicated. To make the life simple, rise above small little things. Don't sweat over small stuff. You might have read that book, but a very good small little book. So, then the teacher says, Yasmat ksharamati tuham aksharatapi chottamaha atosmi loke vedecha pratita purushottamaha. Because I am beyond the material world and the life. See, Kshara is the material world. Akshara is the life. Be attentive. Life cannot be destroyed. You get this point, you see how beautiful it is. The light in the bulb cannot be destroyed. When the bulb becomes fused, only from that bulb, electricity cannot express as light, but the same electricity is expressing as light from other bulbs. So where the light died? Now take the same example. If the life goes away from this bulb, you are still alive to take care of this body. Who died? That is what is the basic purpose. But we get lost in this funny thing, soul, soul, soul. Make a soul curry, go to Goa and enjoy. There is nothing like soul. See, jiva, 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 we are lost in such a wrong thinking. It is the jiva na. No, not. There is no jiva. There is only life. And even this life also doesn't die. It only becomes manifest and manifest. See? Avyaktadini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyakta nidhananyeva tatraka paridevana. Something is unmanifest, it becomes manifest, it becomes again unmanifest. Do we cry and die for that or no? So whether you take the body doesn't die. What is the death of the body? 5 elements are separated and they go back to their own source. Who died? We are unable to look at the world with a proper understanding. Therefore all the life becomes complicated. One child had prepared out of those plastic blocks beautiful things. When he was showing me, he said, Sanjay, how do you like it? I said, what is the use of telling? You are not going to give me anything. Okay, you take anything. I said, give me the house. He said, take it. So when I went to collect it, he said, wait a minute, I'll take out my blocks. So when the blocks were taken out, can the house remain? And when the blocks are taken away, is the house destroyed? No. Everything is there. In the same manner, when the body perishes, what happens? First, the individual air merges with the total air. Individual heat merges with the total heat. Individual water goes back to the water element. Individual earth element goes back to the earth. And the space which was occupied by this body, that space is released for others to come in. Who died? See, friends, neither the body, nor the soul, nor the absolute self. Death is an impossibility. Death is an imagination, illusion. Living in this knowledge is called as immortality. Immortality doesn't mean that we keep on living 100 years, 200 years. What will you do? Useless life. Therefore, yasmad ksharamati toham. So, I am beyond the limitations of the body. I am beyond the limitation of the life. That is me. And therefore, I am called as Purushottama. See the 3 Purushas we told you. Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha and Purushottama. You know, in Sanskrit, this is called as Taratamya. Dharma Shastra, Dharmatara Shastra, Dharmatama. Dharma Shastra is when we take this world as real. Dharmatara Shastra is when we take the Adi Daivik, gods and all that. And the Guhyattama Shastra is knowing about one's essential nature. See? Therefore, this Purushottama is the one who is independent of the body as well as the life in the body. Like electricity is independent of the bulb and the light in the bulb. See, my friends, look at the world, the life with this understanding. your life will become very simple. But we get lost. May arumora toratai maya, we get lost. This is my own, this is my husband, this is my wife, this is my children, this is my son. Nobody till date has become happy because of possessions and relations. They are meant only to make us miserable. Stand apart. So, yasmat ksharmati tu makshara vichottamaha atosmi loke vedecha pratita purushottamaha. Therefore, in the world as well as in the scriptures, Vedas, I am called as Purushottama, Uttama Purusha. So first is Kshara Purusha, the body. Second is the Akshara Purusha, the Jiva, the soul. Third is Uttama Purusha, the one who alone is expressing as both the matter and expression through the matter. Therefore, I am the Uttama Purusha. Now, the 19th verse. Please repeat after me. Yo mamevam sammudho janati purushottamam. Did I say janati? Janati purushottamam. Sasarvavid bhajati mam. Sarvabhavena bharata. Yo asammudaha. See, this is the one word which Bhagavan likes the most. Throughout Bhagavad Gita, you see this word has come many times. Mudha is the one who is functioning under the influence of the mood is called as the mood. So, Gachanti amudhaha. It is said, Dvandvar vimukta sukadukka sanjnaihi gachanti amudhaha padam avyayam tad. Amudha means what? Those who are not living in this world under the impulses of personal likes and dislikes. Things should be done on the basis of it is right or wrong, not on the basis of I like or dislike. When we are functioning in our life under the influence of the personal likes and dislikes, we are mood according to Bhagavad Gita. Mood means full of the highest order. Therefore, here the teacher says, Yaha asammudaha. So who will be a sammuda, who will be no more a fool? We have seen, to attain that state, Bhagavan has given us the spiritual practice. 5 of them I am repeating so that you may by mistake try, who knows. Nirmana moha, number 1. Jitasanga dosha, 2. Adhyatma nitya, 3. Vinivritta kama, 4. Dvandvair vimukta sukadukka sajnaihi, 5. He who has practiced these 5 things, he is amudha. He has conquered himself from the impact of these foolishness. The first one was nirmana moha, rising above the body identification. Mana, measurement is always in terms of time, space and object. So whenever we talk about time, space and object, we are talking about our own body. I am born and so date, then this is my size, space, and this is my weight object. Nirmana moha, the one who has risen above the body identification. Jitasanga dosha, this all we have seen. Jitasanga dosha, do not remain in the company of anybody who is an obstacle for your spiritual evolution. Mirabai wrote to Tulsidas ji in Varanasi that I am fed up of my relations. I don't know what should I do. Tulsidas ji wrote her back a beautiful bhajan. Jaake priyan Rama Baidehi Tajahu Tahi Koti Bairi Sama Jadyapi Paramasanehi. He who is an obstacle on your spiritual evolution, just reject them, whosoever they may be. The only purpose of our life, that we become an instrument through whom the divine can manifest in full glory. That is the only purpose of our life. Keep this purpose, small little things will be just taken care of. Don't bother about this thing. That is the Jitasanga dosha. Then Adhyatma Nitya. Every day we must read the life stories of great masters. We are fortunate in India. Now also there are hundreds, thousands, millions great masters. We are not talking about rishis staying in the Himalayas. No, today also there are many. And there is such a huge literature available. The purpose is, instead of reading the stories of the gods, when you read the stories of these great masters, there is a possibility that look here, he was also an average person. When he could climb that ladder of evolution, why not me? And then their regular study keeps us inspired to walk the spiritual path. Everybody one day or the other gets a little depression mode. So many days I am doing nothing has happened. No. Therefore, every day read something. Not on WhatsApp and your useless YouTubes. Read the life stories of the great masters, Adhyatma Nitya. Second thing, we must have a regularity, discipline. For example, now you have learned 15th chapter. Make it a point. Every day you have to read at least once or twice. And once it is become by-hearted, like when I go to take bath, the moment the shower starts, whatever I know by heart, immediately it starts. Om Bhadram Karane Vishnuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemaksha Virya Dashrastya Rairangai Tushtavagam. So all other thoughts, everything goes away because your mind is busy with something higher. See? If the water is too cold, Nirmano Jitasanga dosha. Never mind. In this manner, it will keep you on track. See? So, Adhyatma Nitya. The third thing, Adhyatma Nitya, see Patanjali also told in your Kriya Yoga. Tapasvadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani, is it not? So what is Swadhyaya? Watch your mind. Don't watch the world, who has come and who has gone. That is not our interest. See, our mind is such a fickle, useless one. Suppose I just look that side. Everybody, who is there? It is not necessary. See, we have no control. Adhyatma Nitya, while functioning in this world, always be careful about the quality of your mind. See? When we use any instrument, take for example the knife for cutting vegetables, etc. So now and then we sharpen it because that is the instrument that we use. Exactly the same way. What is the instrument with which we come in contact with the world? The mind. And what care we have taken about our mind? Never. What should be the care taken? Be attentive. Function in this world in such a manner that no impression is allowed to be formed on the mind. Is it possible? Yes. What is the technique? Technique is learn from every experience. When we react, then impressions are formed, liking or disliking. But when we learn, then we grow wise. So with every additional experience that we learn from, we will be growing wise in life. And if we don't learn, we grow old and otherwise. And such old otherwise people are constantly demanding respect from the world because they can't command. See, Therefore, learn. Adhyatma nitya. Then vinivritta kama. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilvisham. Suppose you are hungry and you want to eat food, then that desire is not a sin. But I want a particular thing, if I don't get it, I am not going to eat, that is a sin. See, if you are thirsty and you want to have a glass of water, it's perfectly all right. No, but I want only Coca-Cola, nothing else. A sin. In short, do not give yourself any choice. More the choice, more possibility of becoming miserable. Lesser the choice, less possibility of becoming miserable. No choice, all happiness. See? Vinivritta kamaha. All that is needed for us is provided by the Lord. All that is required to be protected is also taken care of by Him. Trust Him a little bit at least. Then you will see your life becomes very simple, not complicated. Then dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sanyahi. The last and the most important thing to become a wise man is know for certain this world is made up of opposites. There is nothing in this world which is only one. See, joy, sorrows, black, white, tall, short, rich, poor, birth, death, health, disease. They are complementary to each other, they are not opposed. And if this is the fabric of this world, to expect there should be only goodness in the world, we are going the wrong way. In this manner, recognize this is how the world is, therefore accept it gracefully. When these things are done, what we have been doing through these 5 systems, only one thing, we are taking care of our mind. Friends, when we start working on our mind, a seeker is born. See, Manusmriti says, Janmana jayate shudraha, samskara dvija uchyate, vedabhyasi bhavid vipraha, brahma janati brahmana. By birth we are all illiterate, no nothing, no culture. Then, samskara dvija uchyate, then we are given some right direction how to lead life properly. Then we become little cultured. See? Now such a cultured person, when he studies the scriptures, then he is on the process of evolution, a seeker is born. See friends, we also, our body is given to us by the parents which is going to die. But when a seeker is born in us, the seeker never dies. Let the body die. And this seeker is born when we follow this 5-fold practice. This is called as sadhana panchakam. Practice it again and again. This is a lifelong story. It's not for one day. For us, 10 minutes meditation, rest of the day frustration. Is that spirituality? See? Most of the yoga students I have seen throughout the world, when they are doing their yoga asana, they will be doing all kinds of impossible things. But when they are to sit in the class for a lecture, for 1 hour they cannot sit in one asana without moving. One leg here, one leg there, one hand there, one hand, what kind of yoga it is? No control. Therefore, Yo mam eva asammudaha. So asammuda evam mam janati. In this way he knows me. In this way means what way? The world is changing, the body is changing, the life is only expression, life is not the reality, but the one which is expressing through the body, that is the reality, and that is me. It is something like, when husband comes to know that I, the man, expressing through the limitation of the wife, is called as husband. So where will be his attention? His attention will be on the man that he is. As a husband, you will be miserable. As a man, you can never be miserable. But then how to solve the riddle? Play the role of husband. How to play the role of husband? When you are in the office, roar like a lion. No. But when you come home in front of the wife, meow, meow. Play your role. There was one rat, Chuha. He went where there was a marriage of the lions going on. So this rat went there, and then the lions asked, "Hey, why you have come here? Don't you know? This is the lion's marriage." He said, "I know." "Then why you have come?" "Before marriage I was also thinking that I am a lion, but now I know what I am." See, play the role that you have to play. Don't become serious unnecessarily. Instead of acting the role, we are reacting violently. And that is what is creating problems in our life. See, therefore, yo mamevam sammudo janati purushottamam sa sarvavit. He alone has known everything to be known. Sarvavit. He has nothing more to know in this world. See? In Mundakopanishad, this question comes. Kasminnu bhagavo vijñāte sarvamidam vijñātan bhavati iti. There the teacher says, Dve vidde veditave parachaiva paracha tatra aparam Rugveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakaranam, Jyotisham, Niruktam iti. And then he says, Parayaya tad aksharam adhigamyate. This is the ultimate knowledge when we come to discover this absolute, immutable, eternal presence that we are. Sa sarvavit, he knows everything. And sarvavit bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. This is very important. It's not that he comes to know that he is divine, but others are not divine. No. This is not the understanding. Our scriptures don't tell you are the children of sin. No. Amritasya putraha. Friends, we look at the world what we look at ourselves. When I consider myself to be a sannyasi, for me what is the world? Sannyasi and non-sannyasi. When I consider myself to be a married person, then what is the world? World is consisting of two types of people. Those who are married, those who are happy. Two types. When I consider associated with the money that I am rich, then the world is rich people, poor people. See, friends, and when we come to discover that this me is divine, in divinity there are no options. Therefore, sa sarvavit bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. He sees divinity alone, in and through the total experiences. And that is what we have seen. Yada aditya gadam tejo jagat bhasayate khilam yat chandravasi achagnav tat tejo vidyamamakam gama vishyacha bhutani. This is the vision we get. And this vision ultimately culminates into that sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. I am the essence of everything. I alone support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi, and this I is the only worthy of thing to be known in this world. All other things, if you don't know, never mind. See? If I ask you questions, don't reply, keep the replies in your mind. Who was the 7th President of the United States of America? What was the weight of Gandhiji's glasses? I don't know. It doesn't matter. How does it matter? But what matters is, if you do not know yourself, it does matter. Therefore, Vedaisya sarvai ahameva vidyaha. This is worthy of knowing. So, sarva vid bhajativam sarva bhavena bharata iti guyyatamam shastram idamuktam maya anagha. Anagha means, O sinless one. See? And what are the sins? There is only one sin, not many sins. We are studying Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter. The sins are defined in many different ways in different reference to context. See, here the meaning of the sin is, this topic comes in Sanat Sujatiya, which comes in Mahabharata. There, the Sanat Kumarji tells Dhritarashtra, Anyatha santamatmanam anyatha pratipadyate kim tena na krutam papam chorena atma apaharina. We are essentially divine. Anyatha santamatmanam anyatha pratipadyate. But we consider ourselves to be papoham, papakarmaham, I am the body, I am man, I am woman, I am husband and wife. You are essentially divine man, not a miserable one. He who forgets his divinity and considers himself to be something else, he is the sinner of the highest order. Kim tena na krutam papam? What more sin you want? And who is he? Chorena atma paharina. He is a thief. Our body is created by our parents. We have encroached the body. And now we have started claiming, I am the body is mine. What is our contribution in our body? Zero. See, when the body was in the mother's womb, we were sucking the blood of the mother. Then, when the body came out, we are sucking the milk of the mother. And now, we are destroying the good food in the whole world. See, friends, and yet this body I am. Can there be more sin than this? Therefore, I was telling you again and again, Nirmana Moha. Real meditation is aimed at only two things. Not how long you can sit in a one particular posture. That is the buffalo posture. That's not necessary. What is important is freedom from body identification and freedom from the notion that we are a soul in the body. Unless these two things happen, this is what Bhagavan said here, Yo mam eva sammudha janati purushottamam. So the Purushottama is where body is Kshara Purusha, the life is the Akshara Purusha, and Paramatma is the Purushottama. Therefore, iti guyyatamam shastram. So Guyya Shastra is when we take this world as real. Then we are told, Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyayanma pramadaha, acharyaya priyam dhanamaritya prajatantum ma vyavachetsi, satyanna pramaditavyam, dharmanna pramaditavyam, bhutyaina pramaditavyam, dharma shastra, that is the Guyya Shastra. When we consider our body to be real, then do yoga. Then we rise above this. Then Guhyatara Shastra. Guhyatara Shastra is our life is not limited between womb and the tomb. Our life is beyond these 2 points. Then who are we? We are the soul. Last life, this life, next life. Then as a soul, what should be the lifestyle that is told in the path of devotion and Kundalini awakening? See. And from the Adi Daivik, when we graduate, we come to the Adhyatmik. That is Guhyattama Shastra. See, Kshara Purusha Shastra is Guhya Shastra. Akshara Purusha Shastra is Guhyatara Shastra. And Purushottama is the Guhyattama Shastra. See, friend, therefore don't get carried away by small little things. Patanjali very clearly tells in his third path, the Vibhuti path. These are the obstacles on the spiritual path. Don't get carried away. Oh, I touched his back and his pain has gone. I have become a pain balm. Don't get carried away by that. These are all obstacles. Like in the outer world, success is the obstacle. In the inner world, see, these are the obstacles. We have to rise above that. See, friends, iti guhyatamam shastram. This is pertaining to the Purushottama. Not the jiva, not the world, not the body. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya anagha. Hey Anagha, O sinless Arjuna, this was told by me. Now here see important, these are very subtle points. There are two types of expressions. One is called in Sanskrit as Kartari Prayog, second is called as Karmani Prayog. Kartari Prayog means active voice, Karmani Prayog means passive voice. In active voice or Kartari Prayog, the Karta I is important. I told you. In that, what is told is not important. I is important. I have done this work. In that, work is not important. I is important. This is Kartari or the active voice. Here Bhagavan uses passive voice. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam mayanaga. This was told by me. What was told? Guhyatama shastra. That is important. Who said is not important. What is said is important. See, friends. But we get small little thing here and there and we say, he is my student, he is my disciple. What you have told him? Only how to sit for 2 minutes and he became your disciple, you became a Guru. Guru Maharaj ki jai. And then carry the burden of the disciples on your head throughout life. That is why in the old days they become Guru, beto beta. And a mule Guru is carrying the burden. See, therefore, iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya naga. Scriptures, knowledge is important, doesn't matter who says it. Baladavi, even a child says the truth should be accepted. Even the truth is written behind a truck, it should be accepted. No, I accept only what is written in this holy book. No. Wherever, when it is written on the truck. On one truck it was very beautifully written. It's a Punjabi saying, which tells that neki kar kuye mein dal, that means do good and forget. But one genius person wrote a different way. Neki kar jute kha. Second line, maine khaye tu bhi kha. I have done the good and I have suffered. Now you also suffer. Try to good to the world. Take care of yourself. Don't try to be goody. Those goody characters are very dangerous. So, iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam mayana etad buddhva buddhiman syat. See, etad krutva is not said. Nothing is to be done. If you see the whole 15th chapter, we are not told to do this. No. The problem is that of the doer. Then buddhva, come to realize whether the possessions in this world are real, the relations in this world are real, or you as a body is real. Then you as a body is real or the embodied is real. Body is constantly changing, but you are the same. Then who is this I? Waker, dreamer, deep sleeper, or the samadhi person? All of them go and come and go. But we neither have come nor we have gone. Etad buddhva. How much time, energy and efforts it will take for a wife to become a woman? How much time, energy, efforts it will take for a husband to become a man? That much time, efforts and energy is required to know your essential nature. And the wife can never become a woman. The husband can never become a man because they are already woman and man. They don't have to become. We don't become divine. We have become the jiva. We are divine. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat. This is the real genius. And the net result is Krutokrutyascha Bharata. Life is fulfilled. There are no loose ends left. If the death comes, we can shout at the death, "Hey, come on, why are you late?" That courage to face a Nachiket is born. Nachiketa could face death. See, friends, etad buddhva buddhiman sat krutokrutyascha bharata. Life attains fulfillment. And what is really needed in life is not what you have, but with whatever you have, how you are. By God's grace, I get opportunity to stay in the houses of the multi-billionaire people. In one place I stayed, there were only 3 persons in the house. Man, his wife and one son, 3 of them. It was a 4-storied house, huge mansion. There were about 20 cars standing outside, about 30-40 servants in the house. It was all connected with the intercom. Everybody takes the phone and talks to the servant, this, that, and that. Everybody's servants are numbered. This to this number, his servant. This to this number, his servant. All the comforts you can think of, yet there was no peace. Fulfillment is when presence or absence of things is equal. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo. When equanimity of the mind is perfectly maintained under all conditions, then life becomes simple. Our life is complicated because, like the buffeting by the waves, the boat goes up and down in the same manner. When the mind is happy, I am happy. When the mind is, I am miserable. Nothing else. One day, we were in Goa, and with about a dozen kids, we went for boating and rowing ourselves. Very nice one. And when it was, little rough sea, so everybody was rocking up and down. And when we came back, kept the boat in the waters itself, we walked out of the water. And on the beach, in the sand, I continued doing like this. So the child, Swamiji, why are you doing like this? I said, see, the boat is moving. Come on, Swamiji, what happened to you? I said, why? When we were in the sea, the boat was moving. Are we not moving? Yes, we were moving. Now also the boat is moving, therefore I am moving. Swamiji, we don't understand what you are doing. Now tell me what is the difference? In that boat, when it was in the waters, we were identified with the boat, we became one with the boat, and therefore boat moves, we move. But now you are out of the boat in the same manner. When we are buried in the body, so body is old, I am old. Body is young, I am young. Body is beautiful, I am beautiful. Body is awful, I am awful. Hare Ram, 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 Ram. Walk out. See? When the joy comes, ha ha. When the miseries come, hoo hoo. This is all spiritual practice to make life simple. Learn the art of walking out. In this manner, etad buddhva buddhiman sat krutokrutyascha bharata. There is nothing to be achieved in this world. There is nothing to be lost in this world. Alexander the Great, when he died, before that, he called his generals and told, see, I am sure now I am caught up in this terrible fever, I am going to die. So kindly fulfill my few desires. Yes, sir. First desire he had. When my coffin is carried to the grave, let it be carried by the doctors who are treating me. Second thing, all the loot that I had from the whole world, spread it on the path on which my coffin will be carried. And third, keep my hands out of the coffin, don't keep inside, open. He says, sir, it will be done. But why these peculiar desires? He said, let the people know, all those doctors who were trying to protect me, they carried my coffin. All the loot that I had in this world, it remained here only. And when I came in this world, I came empty-handed, and I am not carrying anything with me. He who has this vision, can he become a possessive of things and create relations in this world? Living in this wisdom, life becomes very simple. See? This is what Bhagwan's words, Samoham sarva bhuteshu, name dveshosti na priyaha. For me, everyone is the same. This equanimity is the ultimate fulfillment in life. The concluding statement, Om Tat Saditi. Repeat. Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyayaha. So now the ball is in your court. If your life is complicated, you can make it simple by changing your attitude towards life. Life is according to our attitude. We are in this world only to express joy. Any obstacle coming, run away. Don't fight with anybody in this world. Run away. We are not here to fight. And come to discover one day that the one whom we are searching and seeking, that is our own essential nature. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.